Hello again, and with us today on Chagrin Backstage, we have Brian Diehl and Don Bernardo, two of the stars of our upcoming streaming show, War of the Worlds. Thanks for joining us today, guys.
Pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Going back, you said you guys met around 2008 or so. Have you done a lot of performances together, or is it more just a handful and you guys are good friends now?
Probably the biggest thing that we're known for is playing Arthur and Patsy in Monty Python Spam-A-Lot. We've done 3 different productions of that. We started at Hudson Players in, 2014, Brian?
Sounds about right, yeah.
And then 2 years later, CBLT cast us with Mike Rogan directing. Literally the week we were closing the CBLT production, we started rehearsing at Weather Vane Playhouse down in Akron. Same roles, same show. So we did, I think Brian counted 38 performances?
39 performances altogether.
Oh, wow.
Of that show between the 3 productions. And then we've done a lot of other stuff together. We did the season opener at CBLT in 2018.
History of Irma Vep.
Yeah.
Where each of us played 6, 7 roles.
But Greater Tuna was a lot more. We did Greater Tuna at the River Street stage the year prior, and we had like 10 roles, yeah, in that. So we're kind of used to working together and playing off each other and doing these little 2-man things together.
And, and I think that's one of the things that attracts us to doing something like this is we get to play multiple characters.
Is it going to be weird for you playing for more of a microphone and not an audience?
Well, I was a radio producer for about 10 years of my life. So all of that time was spent talking to a microphone. Yeah. So for me, it's second nature. I have a studio here in the house and still do voiceover work. So it's just fun for me.
It's kind of a set piece. It's like the camera is watching the voiceover actors from the Mercury Theater on the air, performing for their audience on the radio. And you're going to see us standing on stage, maybe taking a drink of water, gesturing to each other, scratching ourselves, whatever. I mean, there's going to be all that sort of incidental stuff. It's not just the microphone and what you hear on the voice. So there'll be some performance to it.
And this is going to be on River Street stage, right?
Yeah, I think that's where we're recording the piece.
Is there something about River Street that brings you back?
Well, River Street is a very intimate theater. I mean, it only seats, 60 some people, maybe 70. So when you're performing there, the feedback is absolutely palpable. You are intertwined with the audience.
One of my monologues in Greater Tuna at River Street ended in, he was looking up at God and he said, I don't know if you're really up there and you really created all this. He said, but if you did, we sure could use your help taking care of it. And like 8 people in the audience went, oh, which got everybody else laughing and stuff. And you get that kind of feedback where sometimes, like Brian said, on the main stage, you don't.
I love the intimacy of it and seeing shows performed over there and just that connection you have more to the actors and actresses when you're in a smaller space.
Yeah.
Brian, I hear that you are quite the graphic designer. In fact, you have done for War of the Worlds.
Well, I did This. I've been designing the posters for CBLT for probably 4 or 5 years now, and so I love designing. I love illustrating, and whenever I get a chance, I'll do the gig.
Yeah. Any come to mind that you've done for CBLT in the past that are some of your favorites?
Wow. I got to say, I'm kind of digging this design, just having this microphone being the Martian.
Oh, yeah.
Mystery of Irma Vep was kind of an interesting one because it utilized an old photo that I made a little creepier just by changing the lighting effects in it.
One of my favorites is not a CBLT show, but I played Max Bialystock and the producers at Hudson a couple of years ago, and Brian did all the show posters that are in Max's office, and I've got some of them hanging here in my office. He photoshopped a wedding picture of myself and my wife, and one of Max Bialystock's shows is When Cousins Marry. There's a picture of my wife and I. I had some health problems about a decade ago, and So one of the shows was Max Bialystock produces The Kidney Stone, or This Too Shall Pass.
As restrictions lift on live theater and we start to open, is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to, that you've been waiting for? Any changes that have been made because of lockdown that you're hoping kind of stick around?
I don't know about changes that have been made because of lockdown, but I'm really looking forward to using the new bathrooms backstage at the theater.
Yes.
I feel like I've been kind of busy throughout this pandemic. This will be my third or fourth virtual thing. I did Midsummer Night's Dream early on in the pandemic. I did an original play that a friend had written, that Brian was also involved in. And then after this, I'll be directing an Eric Coble, Cleveland Heights playwright Eric Coble has written a funny series of scenes called 10 Minutes in Cleveland. I'll be directing that for the Hudson Players right after this is over. So I don't feel like I've taken much of a break from theater. And if nothing else, it's kind of provided a chance to play with a script and have fun, But I am looking forward to getting onto an actual stage. I'm actually looking forward to recording War of the Worlds and actually just being up on a stage and doing that.
Over the lockdown, I've done 3 or 4 different videos for production companies. So you can always keep busy. If you're not on the boards, you can be in a studio or recording things. And as I was telling Thomas earlier that I also make videos for my employer. So that's another creative outlet that helps you tell a story.
Well, good. I'm glad you guys are looking forward to getting up on the stage, even if it's not necessarily with an audience this time. I know we're all looking forward to War of the Worlds coming up. If there's anything else you've got for your audience right now who's watching, is there anything you want to say to them?
Don't throw things.
That's why I'm really kind of liking this virtual thing, because they're just going to hurt their own computer.
And don't panic. The Martians aren't real.
Right. Thank you guys for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing the performance, or rather, hearing the performance.
You'll see it. We'll be there.
No choice.
Thank you.